Hello to the internet. Oh, Gretchen just checked in to say she's not coming. Okay, bye. See you next time. Cosman may also miss much of tonight's show, but he clicked the like button. He showed up and he clicked the like button. That's good friending. Oh, less than a minute in, and he remembered to change it to live chat. I am on the internet. How are things to anybody who's here? Big picture thinking. Hello. Little back stretchy. Waldrop's here. He was watching the latest video drop by the Outdoor Boys. Is that boys who are outdoors? I would hope that it's boys who are outdoors, because otherwise that would not make any sense. I hope they were outdoors. Still here though, don't be saying nice things about me. Okay. Dick. Oh, it's a video about the Cub Scouts? Yeah, Outdoor Boys. There you go. Scouts. I was in that. I did Boy Scouts for a long time. Well, I went through the whole thing with the Beavers and then Cubs and then Scouts and Venturers. I didn't make it all the way. I didn't graduate. But I did a lot of it. I made the little cars that went down the tracks. You guys do that? Anybody I think that was Cubs that did that. They made the little wooden cars. But they basically they gave you the car-shaped block of wood and then you do stuff to it. And you just nail the wheels on and away it goes. Your dad in Alaska takes his kids out into Alaska. Well, I hope that's where they go. Go camping. Dad and kids go out camping in Alaska. Okay, cool. LJ, hello. Mr. Pink Hand. I was Beaver Scout and then she laughed. Oh, hey, oh. Pinewood Derby, is that what it's called? Maybe in the States. I don't remember if that was what it is called here. I did it a number of years though. And there was always a couple of kids whose dad clearly made the car. No doubt about it. Dad made the car for sure. My son lost the first year, so I felt bad and used my engineering to perfect them. He won the rest of the time. So you were the dad. You were. I was just talking about people like you. Pinewood Derby was a place in the mall. Yeah, it was generally in the mall was where it was held. And all of the troops would bring all of the kids and all the cars and they'd see who goes fast. It was just a straight ramp down, but. And there were different categories. It was not necessarily just who goes fastest. There was like best paint job and all this stuff like that. I don't think I ever won anything in those, but it was fun. I remember it being fun. I have Buddy and myself built a Pinewood Derby track. Oh, okay, cool. They still use it? Right on. There's probably specs on that. Like, it probably has to be a very specific, like, incline and radius and length, I imagine. Like people who make, what's that called? With the bean bags and the hole. Where you throw the bean bag in the hole, that game. There's like actual specs for those. Like there's leagues and shit that play that. There's like regulations. Thought Pinewood Derby was where the kids built cars they steered downhill. That was a different thing. We had that too. What was that? I don't remember what that was, but we also had that one. And they would line the street with like hay bales. It was in Saskatchewan. Yeah, the kids sat in it. It was like you put it on like a ride-on lawnmower frame or something. I don't know what kind of frame they would have used for those. I was never in that one. I did the little mini cars on the track in the mall. I did that one. But I never did the get in it and steer it down the hill one. We went and watched them. Made ours mostly out of aluminum. Is that regulation? That sounds like it's not regulation. Soapbox Derby. Yeah, that's the one where you ride in the car and it goes down with the hay bales on either side. I have a Mike's never had this food before. I still don't have a replacement sign. Let's pretend we'll grab something. Woo-doo-doo-doo! Mike's never had this food before. Just pretend like that's what the sign says. Because we're going back to the dollar store and we're going back to someone who let us down terribly before. Remember Biscuit, who made the waffles, the foamy waffles with the chocolate in the cups? Remember those guys? Well, they have another offering. It is wafers, chocolate-filled wafer tubes, Biscuit tin of chocolate-filled wafer tubes. I don't know if the chocolate-filled waffles are anything to go by. I have not high hopes for the wafer tubes. That's exactly what they are. What do you get? We get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 20. They're like smokes. They're kind of like. Let's go Biscuit. Do better than you did last time. Because last time this is an improvement. It looks like a dog treat. Yes, it absolutely does. This is okay. They should stop making the waffle. They should focus on the wafer tubes. Yep, Biscuit. Let's check out Nutritions. Per 3 wafers. 3 is how many you're supposed to eat. No. 15% of your daily saturated fat in 3 of these guys. Ooh. 15% of your daily recommended sugar intake in 3 of these as well. It's got a little bit of iron. That's good, I suppose. but not a lot of nutritional value. A significant improvement over the garbage waffle things. I could eat too many of these. This is good. This is probably, out of all the dollar store, Mike's never had this food before. This is, well, yeah, this is definitely the best one. That's gonna score pretty high, especially like in terms of value, and you get a tin for like extra screws that you've got laying around in the shop and washers and shit. I mean, the tin, I don't know if this was $1. It probably wasn't, but it was at the dollar store, so it probably wasn't more than like $3. Way better than it should be, especially considering that Biscuit made those waffle things that were very low scoring. That's like an 8. That's a good one of those. Good value. Good, probably not actual food, but tasty. It's got the right ratio of like crunch to goo. I'm gonna buy more of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the tins, but 8.0. Put these down. It's not as high a score as the peanut butter pretzel bites, because it doesn't have the salty sweet ratio that the peanut butter pretzel bites have. This is a buy for sure. The Biscuit chocolate filled wafers, dollar store, 8 out of 10. Will absolutely buy again. Do recommend. And that has been this episode of Mike's never had this food before. I have another one though. I have 2. I'm gonna cleanse the palate, if you will. Anything that comes in a metal tin is generally good for the tin. And yeah, right? I mean, this is a perfectly good little tin for stuff. What kind of stuff? Anything that fits in the tin. I'm going to cleanse the palate with something I know I like. And then we'll try the second one. I think I annoyed Laguna into finally assigning my case to a technician. You do what you got to do. After 2 cases and 6 phone calls, they finally called me back. New power control board. Okay, cool. Made by Bisque. I don't know. Imported by Dollarama in Montreal. Biscuit is what it says on it. Is Biscuit like a biscuit, whatever you said, ripoff, Biscoff? I don't know. This is good. This is a buy. Okay. Now we have cleansed the palate. cookie butter. I was asking. Oh, no, I don't know about cookie butter. It sounds like a thing I'd like, though. It's cool. If you have any future issues, let me know. Yeah, Waldrop has got a hookup at Laguna. He got me a switch, a forward-backward switch that I still have not installed because it's just barely not annoying enough to go through the hassle of replacing it. It's like sometimes it'll just not register that I'm trying to get it to go reverse, and then I have to go tick, 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 tick a couple of times to get it to recognize that that's what I'm trying to do. But it's like just barely not enough of a hassle to replace the thing. So I have the switch in case it becomes enough of a hassle. Okay, next episode. Mike's never had this food before. Somebody superimpose that on here. In this episode, good evening, gentlemen and Mike. Tardy. We are gonna dunno. The last time I did this, it wasn't gross, but it wasn't good. I believe it was the Oreo flavored Coca-Cola. Today we have the orange creamsicle. Orange cream. Sorry, not creamsicle. The orange cream Coca-Cola. Orange cream is palatable at best. Well, we're going to find out. The Oreo Coke was just mild vanilla Coke. Yeah, kinda. It absolutely did not have enough Oreo to qualify for its name. That's for sure. Ooh, that has got some serious orange creamsicle like waft. It smells like an orange creamsicle. Yep. Huh. Okay. So, if they would have made the Oreo Coke as Oreo-y as the orange creamsicle Coke, as the orange creamsicle Coke is orange creamsicle, the Oreo Coke would have been good. This is certainly a much more intense orange creamsicle flavor than the Oreo was. I actually like that significantly more than I wanted to. I was absolutely not expecting to enjoy this beverage. This is surprisingly good. That's shocking. I quite like that, actually. It's still Coke. Like, it's not like orange pop flavored. Like, it's not orange crush but there's enough orange creamsicle in there that you recognize it. I quite enjoy this. This is a good score. That's an 8 also. That's an 8. Not sure that this is the best beverage with this because of the orangeness of it, and it's not terrible. The combination isn't terrible. This is way better than it should be. I am quite surprised at how good that is. 8. Which is better? I can't do both 2 8s. Maybe I can. They are both equally surprisingly good. Yep. Tie game. These products are both equally surprisingly good when they should not be. That's a pleasant surprise times 2. $8. Will buy again. Should buy. Surprisingly so. I would have expected that this was going to get poured out in the yard. But no. This is going down. Wow. And that has been a very surprising 2 episodes of Mike's never had this food before. So I get this guy lasered with that. And then I could use that. Wow. 2 good things, right? Hate to leave early, but back to work. Well, at least you're going to get paid. Shockingly good things. Laser backwards. I'll do it both ways. I'll do one side backwards and one side forwards. And then depending if YouTube ever gets their shit together, then I won't have to redo it. The pizza cupcakes. Oh, geez. Don't with the pizza cupcakes. The pizza cupcakes were disappointingly bad. They were as shockingly disappointing as these were shockingly good. Was going to work in the shop today, but had multiple honeydew occurrences. Yeah, that'll happen. Greetings from Memphis, Tennessee. Hello. Big Racks Uchinaha. Uchinaha. Okay, I'm going to go with Big Racks. Oh, surprisingly good products today. Quite happy with that. Orange creamsicle Coke. I never would have thought. Nope. That should not be good. That should not be good. It is. It's good. Oh. How was everybody's week? I didn't have a very good week. I'm be honest, but we probably know that already. Most of us probably know that I didn't have a very good week. But live and learn, and one foot in front of the other, and keep on keeping on. A little bit of back tightness. I was on my feet, yeah, pretty much all day today at work. So glad to be sitting down. Video was great. Thank you for being honest. Well, there's no purpose in this if I'm not. You know, that's people who are fake on the internet. I just don't understand. I don't understand a lot of ways that people and society are doing stuff. But one of the things that I don't think I will ever get is how people, I mean, I guess if you're a shit person and it doesn't matter to you, then you're taking money from people for being pretend on the internet. It's no different than pretending to be somebody's kid and calling their grandma and like scamming them out of money. Yeah, no different, I guess. But anyway, that's the long and short of it is that's not what I'm going to do. Or the people that are like, I've got the 5 tricks for making money. Just buy my PDF, or it's a free PDF, and they sell. I buy your email address or what. I don't know how their scams work, but we all know the scams that I'm talking about, right? My week was okay. Made a bunch of plans. Plans count as making things. I thought you weren't hanging out. Didn't you, like, right at the beginning, you were like, I can't stay? We all slip. We just need to get back up and move on. Yeah, like I said in that video, it's not failure. You haven't failed until you stop trying at whatever it is that you're doing. Until you stop trying. As soon as you stop trying, that's when you fail. And sometimes it's okay to fail. Like, stopping trying to do something is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, I don't know. I can't think of an example. But if you, like, say you want to learn a musical instrument, right? I'm currently trying to learn how to play the piano. If I try to learn how to play the piano, and I try and I try and I try and I try and I give up and that's failing, maybe that's good. Maybe I was not supposed to play piano. I play other things. That's debatable, but make $10,000 from one 2x4. Or yeah, no, it's just the ones that are like, I'll send you my free plans for how to scam your neighbors or whatever. It's like, make money drop shipping with my easy 7-step guide. I was going to the garage to make some more garlic mashers. Oh, right. We talked about garlic mashers, didn't we? I was like, isn't anything a garlic masher? Decided I could get some work done while I spend some more time here. Hey! I'm not saying anything nice about you, though, because you said not to. I just watched the last video. You hang in there. Oh, yeah, I mean, you just keep moving through the world. Like, it's a thing that happened. And sometimes there are things that happen and decisions that you make. And you can't unmake the decision. All you can do is make a better one next time, or not. I mean, it's a thing that happened. It's a decision I made. And today, I'm deciding not to. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's the transitive property. Wait, no, it isn't. Old habits do die hard. It's true. Given up on woodworking channels that focus on what you can make from a project. Yeah. I mean, I think we all have to live inside and eat food, and that costs money. So there is something to be said for. I would watch a project by somebody I wanted to watch making stuff, even if that was a project that was like make a bunch of these to sell at craft shows because they make bank, yo. But I understand what you're saying. I'm a firm believer that a man will never fail at anything unless he quits trying. Yep. The theme of my week has been what your wrong your. You know that pisses me off too. You know that. You're gonna do today will change. You drank 15 bottles, cans. But yeah. What size cases do they have in Canada? I thought it was 6, 12, 24. We have 6, we have 8, we have 12, we have 15, we have 18, we have 24, we have 30, we have 48. Depends on the brand. You can get, there are companies who make 18s and 30s, and there's like, I think they just find a stockpile of boxes and they're like, how many beer can we fit in here? Okay. No, I don't know. They have 15s in the US too. It's usually a 12 that they call a bonus pack. Yeah, there are some companies that do that too. They like 3 free. Nah, it's not though. I quit trying once, but I relapsed and tried. What? Quit. There's Pinnell trying to be funny and screwing it up, I think. Quit trying once, but I relapsed and tried. Didn't land, my friend. All the options are there. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of them. You can buy ones too. There's usually like at the beer store. There's usually like a big bucket full of ice with just singles in it. You can buy one. $15 cans after not drinking for 6 months. 8 and a bit. Thank you very much. How sloshed were you? I mean, it was the same as ever. It's didn't feel like my tolerance has gone down any, because I still did. I just sat here. It, like I said in the video, it was exactly like old times. I just sat here in my shop, drinking beer after beer, watching YouTube, and smoking. And I finished all of my beer, and I didn't have any more beer, so I went to bed. The delivery killed it. Well, it was a poor joke. It was like, it's not my fault. If it would have been a better written joke, the delivery would have probably been better. They may be coming back to selling cigarette singles here in the States. Some mini packs of like 4 to 6. Can I get a pack of 4 smokes? Okay. Are you sure you didn't get the non-alcoholic ones? Yep. Got the same box I always got. It's right over there. It's empty, sitting right over there. Same box I always got. Empty. It was harder for me to quit smoking than it was to quit drinking. Yeah, I imagine. been years since I've smoked, and I still have cravings for smoke till I smell the smoke. Yeah, I've heard that like stale smoker smells really bad to non-smokers, but I don't know because I'm not a non-smoker. You get a pass because it wasn't Molson Canadian? Yeah, why would I do that to myself? Canadians are born with a beer can in their hands. I don't know about that, but shut up, hoser. If you were going to relapse, you could have at least got something better than Sleeman's. It's value. I go for value. It's like these. Like these probably would not score an 8 if they were $6. But for whatever, at $2.50, I think probably at the dollar store. Yeah. Fearsome's here. Peckerwood's here. At least it wasn't Best Ice. I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound good. Remember Sleeman's Honey. It's not honey roast. It's Sleeman's Honey Brown Ale. That was the beer that I went to Sleeman Original from. And I went to the Sleeman Original because it came in 15s for the same price. But yeah, I was a Sleeman Honey Brown drinker for a long time. That one, though, that one is better out of the bottle. I turned the bejesus out of stuff on my lathe. Well, careful now. I feel like I'm far more capable and confident now on the thing. That's good. Yeah, you should absolutely. The more you do, the better you get. The more confident you get, the better you get. The more confident you get, the more you do, the better you get. You have not finished that plane yet. Me? Tim, I believe, has finished my plane. He's been lollygagging about he's still trying to wrangle me up the guts of my egg beater drill. See if he can find some guts for that so that he can refurb that one as well. And he'll message me once in a while and be like, I still haven't gotten around to shipping it back to you. And I'm like, dude, like, clearly, I don't care. It's getting exactly as much work done while it's at your place as it got done for the number of years that I owned it and it was here. So it's doing exactly the same amount of work. Got a friend that has his own microbrewery. Sweet. Most of the locally owned restaurants and bars has it on tap here. Yeah, we have a local brew pub that makes a pretty good couple of beers. But they're not good value when you're going to relapse. You got to get the best bang for your buck. Did Sven have a great birthday? I think so. Yeah, he seemed to have a pretty good day. Couple of days, actually. We finished off Daredevil, which was a very well-made show. That was a good show. It's also an 8. Speaking of 8 out of 10s, I will say the Biscuit chocolate wafer tubes, the orange creamsicle Coke, and Daredevil Born Again. All get an 8. I'll repeat it since Mike was messing with me. Went to the Rust and Rot. What is that? Is that an actual store? And found a matching drill to yours with a working chuck. Hey! So are you just going to send me that one? Or are you going to send me back like a refurbished version? Like, are you going to refurb mine and send it back with the guts from that one? Or are you just going to send me that one? Because to be honest, I might not notice. Not the Ben Affleck Daredevil. No. The what's his face Cox. The new show series was good. And I didn't watch the first one. Like I didn't watch the series that was before this one, and it was still really good. Orange cream, right? I did not expect this to be good. It's like it caught me off guard. Because I was like, I'm going to pay money for this and I'm going to dump it out in my yard. I'm sure I am. But damn. Rust and Rot is my nickname for the local flea market. Oh, okay. Daredevil Season 2 is going to rock. The music and camera pan spot showing the current players. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good show. I'm restoring yours because yours is in better condition. There may be a couple of parts that I can use on one of mine as well. So, okay, cool. I'm 83 days sober. This is my 3rd time quitting. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Book Alcohol Explained is eye-opening. Very protective of my sobriety, and I'm following your journey too. Alcohol Explained. I won't discount anything that works for anybody. But I have always been the type of dude who will actively do what I'm being preached at to not do. And so when something starts to feel preachy, it not only turns me off from whatever that is, but it makes me actively go the other direction from it. I'm not saying that that's what that book is about or anything like that, but I try to stay away from things that I think might be preachy, especially if I actually want to do what they're saying. Not really a Coke guy, but that orange cream, right? I like it's a good drink. It's not, and it's not just good. Like it's not far enough towards orange creamsicle drink, like crush and stuff, but it has the perfect amount of orange creamsicle in a Coke. All the regulars are showing up. Yeah. Slick Shaft. Oh, there's some jokes there, I'm pretty sure. Nice shirt. Thanks. Watched your video about election night. Sober alcoholic here for a bunch of years. Try not to beat yourself up too much. I beat myself up for a couple of days. I'm okay now. Like I think it took me some time to process how I was feeling and why I was feeling it. And I think I have come out the other side a better person than I did going in. So we'll see. Is that why you haven't finished the shop stool? Yeah, because all of you jerks were preachy about it. If you guys would have just laid off the shop stool, it'd be done by now. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. No zap collars. That is cruel and unusual, as they say. I wish I had another one of these. This should not be this good. Like I said in the video, in what video? Don't look at it. Oh, you didn't say that in that video. I was the only one talking in that video, Tim. Success for 8 months and then try for a year. And sure, I'll do 8 months and 19 days next time. No, I don't know. Mikey B messaged me today, and I think I said to him something along the lines of like, I think I've always known deep down, maybe, that that it was potentially not a permanent, but it was a required at the time. And I'm not saying like I'm going to go back to drinking. Like I am absolutely going to continue my attempt at, like I said in that video, the goal is not to not drink. The goal is to be the best person I can be. And when I drink, I can't be that person. So as long as I'm constantly trying to be the best person I can be, the chances of me drinking are very low, I feel. But I'm not going to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think what's more important is trying to be the best person I can be than trying to never drink again. Those two things may be interconnected. They may be related to each other. But I think one is more important than the other, and that's the one I should focus on. You've gotten further than I have. My longest sober period is 115 days. I don't like that system of counting either. I don't like it when people say, I've been sober for 483 days or something. Like, use a real measurement of time. Like, don't make me do math. 115 days, that's like almost 4 months. Just fucking say that. Just it's like, man, I walked a really long way today. I walked 17,084 centimeters. Like, who would say that? And even how far is that? That might not even be that far. A centimeter is only like this big. Like when people say their kid is 34 months old, right? As soon as your kid is like past 11 months old, as soon as they get to the 12th one, stop counting in months, you psychopath. My oldest kid is 12,410 days old. Yeah, see? That's just, see how stupid that sounds? Stop counting sobriety in days after you get to 7. You've been sober for 6 days? Okay, so as of tomorrow, stop using days. About 20,000 days old. Tim remembers when they went to Talkies. And he's still a little mad about it. I'm like, I'm going to have a cigarette. And it's going to be my 747th cigarette this year. Or, like, I don't know that. That's the other thing. When I was sitting here drinking that case of beer, I smoked a whole pack. I drank 50. It was about 3.5 hours, probably almost 4 hours, like 15 beer and a full pack of smokes. Like, that is not good for a human being. And not one of those stupid American, like, 4-packs of smokes either. I've seen that news article. What? Oh, it spilled $800,000 in dimes. Who's driving around with $800,000 in dimes? Was it coming from the mint? I imagine it would have had to be. I remember when Nabisco was still called the National Biscuit Company. Tim remembers when the guy got put out of work, who used to go around and light all the street lights, like with a candle on a stick. And he got put out of work, and he was Tim's buddy. Tim's got an ex-girlfriend who lives in Plano, Texas, and they were sweethearts in high school, and then they broke up, and she got in the covered wagon and went off homesteading across the prairies. The things Mike remembers. Yep. Yeah. Tim remembers when it was just Brink before his brother joined him, and then it became Brinks. I like it. Hey, me, I'm pretty sure that Tim I don't think Brinks even existed. Like, Tim remembers when they made money. They stopped trading chickens and goats for shit. And they had these, like, currency that you would trade for your goat. And you would trade, like, a ticket that said, like, 1 goat worth. And then you take your 1 goat worth coupon and you'd go over to the other guy and you'd give him the coupon. That was when they invented money. Goat coupon. Yeah. Tim was around when Jesus played quarterback for Jerusalem. First of all, believe he was a tight end. A goat coupon. It was one goat. Used to cost 2 chickens to get a teeth. Yeah, you sell 2 chickens, you get your chicken coupon. And then it says 2 chickens on it, and then you trade your 2 chicken document to the dentist. Inflation, am I right? Yeah, I know. It's like, well, in the States, it's like 3 chickens. Because aren't chickens like precious commodity down there now? Would have pictured Jesus as a wide receiver. Yeah, probably. I think he played tight end. I don't think he ran that fast. I don't think he was like that quick. He was better at the quick slants and stuff, like over the middle. The worst. Oh, damn. I was about to. This sucked because, like, quarterback would throw him the ball and it would go right through his hands. Apologies. Oh. Wow. That's the thing that I said. You nailed that joke. Oh. Wow. Okay, so that's a thing. Oh. Okay, so do we have any piano players or keyboardists? Because that thing is fucking hard, man. Did you guys realize that, like, you need both of these things to be playing the correct notes at the same time as each other? It's cool because you can play bass and, like, rhythm and lead and stuff all at the same time. You can play bass over here and then other stuff at the same time. That's neat. But you still got to play the right notes on all of the parts, like all of the sections of the thing. So I have established a couple of chords and a couple of places that I can do a couple of things. But I got to get some muscle memory, and I've got some stickers. So I'm going to mark off a few things so that at a quick glance, I know, okay, like C is immediately to the left of the 2 black ones. Every time there's 2 black ones, the white one to the left, that's C. That's this, that, and then I can build chords. I know like a C major is a like root third, fifth, et cetera, et cetera. I can do this, but my brain needs to be quicker. So I'm going to color code some shit. Just a few of them. 1-3-5 is a major chord. It's true. I know. If you want to play piano, you have to download my free PDF. Nicely done. Yeah. I like that. Do all I have to do is give you my email address and then attend your free online school in order to download your PDF? Because there's a fucking guy that advertises to me that does that. He's like, I'll teach you if you want to play songs like this. I'm having a free webinar on Saturday. And you can get my free book. And shut up. You're a fucking scam artist. And I hate you. I have a bunch of old ivory from piano keys that I use for inlays on guitars. Hey, that's cool. You used to be able to play chopsticks on the piano. Is it the ding 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 ding? That one? We have a piano, but I can't play it. Yo, I've seen your wife play it though. That's a weird thing to say. I watched your wife play piano. If you act now, I'll throw in a free PDF on Telecaster bill. You show up to the webinar and then Ty Lopez pops on camera. I don't know who that is. I'm sure that's funny. But it'd be funnier if I knew who that was, probably. Hey, Sean McGill, guess what? Guess what, Sean McGill? I was going through my guitar bits, and I already have bass pickups and bass tuners and a bass bridge. And the pickups already have the wiring attached for the wiring harness for the potentiometers. And I got a piece of Indian rosewood today. Not today, on Wednesday. I got a bass fretboard size piece of Indian rosewood. Who would have thought that would be at least 2 chicken coupon or a goat? Fretless. I should probably make him a fretless bass, because if I'm trading it for a fretless cello, I should be able to give him a fretless bass for it, shouldn't I? You need a set of bass plans or a set of templates or someone who has them. Shame I only build tellies. Get myself a cello. That's right. Tradesies. See, but Paul, I would ask you for templates, but then by the time I get them, like, the cello will have gone rotten. Oh. Pianist is such a funny word. It's true. It is. Sounds a lot like something else. He means penis. I'm almost done my orange creamsicle Coke. That was better than it should have been. It's true. Been waiting on this. The next box I send. I've been waiting on this. The next box I send for like at least not really all that long. To be honest, it hasn't been that long, but it was still funny. Not as funny as the football joke, but oh, sorry, half a year off work trying to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, stop mucking around hurting yourself. What's this cello trade about? Oh, were you not here? Sean McGill has a cello that he doesn't want, and I do. But neither of us want him to just give it to me. So I said I would make him a bass guitar in exchange for his cello. Does anyone here actually make cellos? I don't know that I've ever met, even virtually, a celluthier. Sure, let's go with celluthier. I like that. Oh, it's already made. It's, yeah, he bought it to like learn how to play it and then gave up, I guess. I don't know. Not yet, but I'm hoping to make violins eventually when I have skills. Maybe a viola, some point a cello. I would love, I've talked about before wanting to make a cello, but that sounds like a lot of hassle when there's a one just over there that I could make an electric bass guitar for. So like in 5 years, I would punch you. You I could punch. You're just like, I see you almost every week. I couldn't get lessons unless I wanted to join a retired women's group in the middle of the workday. That's a good place for cello lessons. Yeah. Had it stored in hard case for about 18 years. So it's already rotten. I should make you a really terrible bass. Do you want a fretless bass? Though, like, we actually haven't honestly talked about what you want. You already have, like, a bass. Do you want a fretless bass? Because that's a lot less work. I don't know of any violin makers anywhere near me to intern with. So you go to Arizona, I think, is where, what is it, Roberto Venn? Luthery School? I think that's what it's called. Something like that. All I've had to do was keep the humidifier topped up every now and then. And I did put strings on it at one point. I'm terrible enough with a fretted bass as is. So it doesn't matter whether I put frets in it, because you're going to suck at it anyway. Make it really stupid. Fretless, but with a 0 fret. I'm just going to, like, I should just, after I finish these, I'll just, like, stick a piece of maple in it and tie some strings to it and be like, there's your bass. Some kind of fret marker would be nice at a minimum. I'll just put frets in it. Actually, I'll have Tyler put frets in it. I'll cut the slots and I'll bring it down to Tyler and he can put frets in it. I hate metal. I just do not enjoy working with metal and filing and crowning and polishing and like I don't. I want a fretless base ebony board shaped like a Rickenbacker. Vanilla wants a matte black Rickenbacker base. Metal gets into your fingers. I just don't. It's grindy and scrapey and cold feeling, and it's not warm and soulful. All right, Tyler's gonna put in. Tyler's putting in the frets. I'm thinking, actually, Cherry Sapili was a pretty awesome combo on Dawn. Cherry Sapili, P-Base, Indian Rosewood fretboard with trying to think of the pick guard. Like a spalted maple? Maybe a dyed spalted maple? If you look it up, I'm not going to do that. I've got an Ibanez Sound Gear SR700. Penel, don't you have an Ibanez base? Something that isn't similar to that. Oh, it won't be similar to anything. Like, it might not even work. I'll make you wire it yourself. It'll be like, I'll just... You just put some electronics in it. It'll be fine. Gee, Penel's got an Ibanez SR300. His is 400 SRs more than yours. He's got 400 more SRs than you. Makes his better. Or worse. Is it like golf? Is the lower SR number better? Maybe SRs are bad. Maybe you want fewer SRs in your Ibanez base. You will never know. There's just no way to know. They look pretty similar, just the finish on the top. All right. Well, I'm gonna make you a bass guitar, and you're gonna like it. You know, I don't think you should get to be picky, because you tried to give away that motherfucker cello, and nobody would take it. Which I still have a hard time believing that, like, you tried to give the cello to, like, wasn't it like a music program? And they were like, nah. I haven't worked with Delrin. I have also not worked with Delrin. I have a plastic guitar. You have a plastic guitar that apparently has Delrin, but I can't be sure it is. SR stands for sound gear. That's a really, really bad way to abbreviate sound gear. I've only seen Delrin frets in the context of classical guitars. That would make sense because they would wear down a lot more slowly with nylon strings. Contacted some music programs and they wanted me to fill out a bunch of forms. Yeah, forget that. I'm not going to do work to give you the cello. That's funny. Like, I'm not filling out form. Can I just leave it on the curb? Like, no. You have to fill out. I guess maybe did they think it was stolen? I guess they can't just be accepting like. But if you had a stolen cello and you were trying to give it away for free, like, well, why would you be trying to give away for free a stolen cello? Wouldn't you be trying to sell it? Just the logic doesn't make sense to me. Like, and if somebody wants to give you a cello as a music program, somebody wants to give you a cello, you just say yes. And then if it turns out you don't want it, then you can give it to somebody else. They wanted pictures and whatnot. Not sure if they thought it was stolen or if they were picky about what they would let students use. Well, yeah, but see, maybe that's the case. Maybe they're like, well, we don't want a shit cello. But then, like, say, thank you very much for the cello, and then give it to somebody else or sell it and make money for your music program. I just can't imagine I mean, maybe their program is really well off and they don't need instruments that are not of a certain quality, you know? Are you trying to give it to rich kids? Were you trying to give it to a rich kid's music program? No, it's too late now. Now it's mine. But gifting items entitles you to tax write-offs, so there's a lot of potential shenanigans. Oh. Okay, I guess I could see. I mean, maybe from their perspective, also, it would count as a donation that they would then have to claim the value of said object. And it would go like it would possibly, if it's like a nonprofit type organization, they would have to claim the donation and it could affect like their grant eligibility for some other something. There are potential ways that I could see turning it down, but damn, that I'm not going to turn it down. I'm going to make a bass guitar and I'm going to trade you. I had a bit of an issue when I built the violin for my son to use in orchestra. The violin teacher, played it and was fine with him using it. Well, then what was the issue? So you start by saying we had an issue with the violin that I made, And then you finish by saying he got to use it and it was fine because it was good. Like, what? If you gift it to a registered charity. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a nonprofit and your granting bodies or whoever is basing their granting on how much you already have or how much other people give you, there's potential, I guess, but I don't know. I gave away a $10,000 cello. What? The issue is classical music. Someone ever contacts you to make an instrument and they say they play classical music, kindly tell them where to go. I'll kindly tell you your face where to. It's Cheesy Wheezy earwax. It's Big Cheesy Wheezy, everybody. Didn't know I was a luthier. And my son said his dad made it, so they automatically assume, oh, I see what happened. So your son said, can I play the violin my dad made? And they were like, fuck no. You have to get a real violin. And then he brought it in and they were like, oh, okay, never mind. See, now it's all coming together. It's all starting to make sense. You flesh out your story next time. Damn it. Smoke. Teachers think it's cigar box and broom handle. See, I was like, I can picture that's a weird line. I feel like I should just have it on my mouth. This is how I'll do the rest of the show. It'd just be Mike's mouth is all. You guys think Gretchen finished that corner cabinet thing yet? Probably not, eh? This is. There we go. No more line of light in my face. Oh. Get the light in your eyes. It'll be like every episode of Star Trek with Kirk is being sensual. What are you trying to say there, Tim? You wanted me to be sensual? She's watching you for woodworking, so I don't think she is, honestly. So I would say no, she's probably applied the shop stool approach to it. There was discussion about maybe her just gluing it shut. So okay, here's a question. What gets finished first? The shop stool or Sean's base? I think I know the answer to that, but what do you guys think? That God of War look. What? Oh, with the light? I think that's that guy. It's got a big red stripe. I don't think I didn't play it. I don't think the base. Yeah, I think it's probably the base. There's no value in the shop stool, right? Like Tyler Peterson is right. There's a transaction involved. It's almost like a commission that I'm getting paid for. So it gets bumped up. I mean, Gretchen's box is a transactional situation. I got to finish the box because she has committed to purchase it. I have committed to make it in exchange for goat coupons. There's no value in finishing the shop stool in terms of it being a transactional situation. The value in the shop stool is comfort for you. It's not, though. I'm pretty sure that my shop stool will be more uncomfortable than the one that I am currently sitting on. Because the one that I'm sitting on still has my old shop stool, like, padded seat sitting on it. Pizza time. Nice. Chris Pennell is missing the part about why you need a cello. Because shut up. That's why. I mean, why? Why you need a cello? Is the shop stool a YouTube video? I mean, it will be if I ever finish it. Yeah. But it's not a trend. Like, okay, so there's value in it, but like 200 people are going to watch me make the shop stool on YouTube. So I'm going to make like $8. No, not even. I would need like 2,000 people to watch me make the shop stool to make $8. And that is not going to happen. But isn't it going to be a YouTube video? Yeah. All them YouTube monies. And Mikey B has another new stool for me if I want it. Yes, okay, sure. Then I can bring this one back down to the crow's nest because I stole this one from Nadia. You obviously need to pair the video with a stool PDF plan and a SketchUp plans and an online course, video course on how to build it. I sound like I'm like a Wood Whisperer Guild thing. Get Mark to get me as an instructor in the guild for a shop stool. Nope. I don't think so. Made a stool for my wife today. Took about 3 hours. Mr. La-Ti-Da over there. Probably sucks. Red cedar. So it's soft. It's basically garbage wood. You'd stick a thumbnail in it and a dent. Cedar's terrible. It does smell awesome. Like Steve Ramsey. Yeah, maybe he wants that. Can you make a barrels of money bank? I don't know what that is, but probably won't, because the term bank implies you would need to have money to put into said bank. And I do not, that is something I do not have, which is why I'm trading bass guitars for cellos. I have an infection in my finger. I got a sliver in there like 2 weeks ago, and I never got it out. And it's been sort of like a little bit puffy on one side ever since. Like slivers usually like kind of meander their own way out. This one's not doing that. Not to change the topic. You change the topic all you want, my friend. This show goes whatever direction people want it to. Did you ever listen to Enisiferium? No, I got my list. I got my list of bands over there. I have not listened to any of them. Spending money to build a bass to trade for a cello. Okay, fair play, but so far, I'm like, the pickups and stuff, and the tuning pegs, and the fretboard, and let's round everything up. Let's say in materials, when all is said and done, if I use wood that I already have, which I paid for, yes, we're probably looking at maybe I want to say between $300 and $400. So cello, $300-$400, and some time and effort. A half decent cello is going to run you $3,000 at minimum. I don't know that you even want a $3,000 cello, to be honest. I've shopped for cellos. Like, this is something I've wanted for quite a while. I've looked at cellos, and I don't think you want a $3,000 cello. I mean, you do, but, well, I do. Angry hangnail on my right hand, middle finger. We had hand injuries. Probably paid $3,000 for mine. 18 years, yeah. So 18 years ago, $3,000 cello is probably like today's, I don't know, $7,000 cello. You said I don't have money, so that's why I'm building a bass to trade for a cello. And just showed the board you spent money on Wednesday. $30. Yeah, I think so. But got to spend money to make money or something. See, if I was a smart man, no. If I was doing this financially, like I spend $300 on material to make a bass to give to Sean for the cello that I then sell. And then it's like I'm making a bass guitar and selling it for multiple thousands of dollars. the luthier who sold it to me said it was on consignment and was probably worth $5. There you go. You can make $50 back if you make it a YouTube series. The base build? Oh, the base build will absolutely be a YouTube series. Well, it'll be at least a YouTube video. I don't know. This is like my last guitar build series. Certainly did not make me $50. Even, first of all, I got demonetized for shit reasons, but whatever. Even if it was fully monetized, I would say that guitar build series would have made me, I'd have to look at the numbers, but maybe 10. Amazon has a cello kit. Build yourself for $264. Yeah, but then I'd have to give money to Jeff Bezos. Fuck that guy. Yamaha sells a silent electric cello for $4,000. I think that's the way you should go. If I'm going to spend $4,000 on something, it's not going to be a cello. I Google everything mentioned here. Okay, let's start saying weird things so that Marv has to look them up, and then he gets, the government starts spying on him because of his Google search. He said he looks up everything we say, so. Anybody know how to make napalm? Like homemade napalm? Marv, do you have a recipe for homemade napalm that you can share with the class? Look up the Jolly Roger cookbook. I know that these things exist. I just want Marv to Google it. I had a girlfriend years ago. Was it your high school sweetheart that took off across the country in a covered wagon? Told me she had a few of cotton balls and clowns. Biggest fears. Oh, fears. Fear of cotton balls and clowns. Yep. They'll flag this YouTube channel. Yeah, I know. While I was saying it out loud, I was like, "You idiot." Packed her pantaloons and left. Oh, nice. Damn it, a cookbook. He looked up the cookbook. Did it say download now and then you did it? That's funny. That's pretty funny. It's not football joke funny, but that's pretty funny. Oh, Marv, were you here for the football joke? Because it was funny. Marv would have enjoyed that joke a lot, I think. The hardest part of dating her was trying to unlace the corset. Whoa. So she was she's one of them classy rich That's why it didn't work out, because her family would have nothing to do with. Her family was like, how dare you get involved with that peasant? She was like, but Mom, he's friends with the guy that lights the street lights. Got here late, no football joke. Oh, it's good. You should go back and watch. Gotten back into fly fishing. Hey, caught six flies. I don't even know how you fish for flies. I feel like a very tight wound net. But then it's not really fishing, is it? You can't repeat that joke due to the stigmata. That was okay. That was all right. That was, yeah, one of your better ones. Big mayflies for my soup. Well, it's probably a fair bit of protein in that. Jesus came back from the dead. Your football joke can also. But it won't be the same. I could tell it again, but it was because it was just the way that it happened is what made it funny. Because it just happened organically, and I think that's what made it so funny. It wasn't like a knock knock, who's there? Jesus who? Like, never played football, really don't get. You might not, you'd get it. It was good. Never hand Jesus his change at the store. No, you absolutely should hand Jesus his change at the store, because then you get it back. Why didn't Jesus walk on water after his resurrection? It's a hell of a lot harder to with holes in your feet. And not as much surface area. Yeah. Good point. Oh. Oh. Larry Stone, hi. Welcome to I Take No Responsibility for This. None of this is my fault. Make tiny fountains. Man, he just stepped out and yeah. Jesus went around telling everyone about his crucifixion, but the story turned out to have a lot of holes in it. Just wanted to say good luck in your sobriety. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Flex tape. Is that the one where the guy on TV and he's like the big thing of water is spurting out and he slaps the thing on it? Is that stuff? What's the difference between? Okay, I think maybe let's dial it back. I'm not gonna read them out loud anymore, maybe. It depends on how big the picture is, too. It may take more than one nail. Speaking of hanging up pictures, changing the subject again. All the mountains, speaking of garbage cedar and hanging up pictures, figured out where all of my mountain arts are going down at the Crow's Nest for the teachers exhibition, and they look awesome. They look awesome in there. Demonetized. These ones don't make money anyway. That football joke should have made money, though. Let's get back to something less controversial, like napalm, like how to make napalm. Yeah, I'm a recovering altar boy. I can tell these jokes. Paul is practicing, I think. Henry Christopherson Anderson pretzels. Practicing what? Luthier. That's what I meant. They don't have these here? They don't have these at your guys' Costco's? They're good. I bought this one on Wednesday. So that's probably not great. I don't think you're supposed to do that. It was filled with peanut butter. Yeah, the peanut butter pretzels. Hope you got two. You don't buy one. When I go, I either get 3 or 4. This time I got 3. I think last time I got 4. But I only go like once every couple months. I live too close to Costco to buy that many. Well, you don't need to. You can buy one at a time. You're like 3 football fields away. I stopped by Tyler Peterson's house this week when I went down to Costco on Wednesday. Mr. Guy bought a house, and I popped by to have a look-see. He has a nice, I almost said deck. I guess it is, but it's just the way I was about to say it. I was like, man, Tyler's got a nice deck. That's a pretty big chunk of land in the middle of a city. What is that? Is that, it might be an acre. Maybe not quite. Three-quarters? Half? Maybe half acre. It's probably a half acre. Because it's kind of skinny, but it goes down that hill a long way. Paul can't read too well. Wrong too. I saw Lutheran on the building. I went to get... Oh, see, I thought that joke was gonna go the other way. He saw Lutheran on the building and went in. No, I never mind. .3? No, it feels bigger than that, but that's still, I mean, that's a big chunk of land for a city. I guess it's skinny. But it goes down that hill a long way. Campbell River qualifies as a city. He's not in Campbell River, but yes, it does. Doesn't even really qualify as a river. It absolutely does. It qualifies as both of those things. The Campbell River is a river. Campbell River is a city. Barely. But he is not in either of those places. Why does the Pope wear Crocs? Because they're holy. Hey-oh! Oh, I thought they were going to shut me down. They're like, enough with the religion jokes. Coming up on 2 hours. We can probably get it wrapped up. There's a lot of people here tonight compared to usual. Usually we are hovering around 25 consistent. That's good. Welcome, everybody who's here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and you smash the things and it... I've been on a live that YouTube closed down. Really? Sometimes we get the little glitchy things where it's like it disconnects for a minute, but... I've never, like, I went 6 hours on New Year's Eve. And they didn't shut me down that night, so... But we weren't doing this. Downing 22. Hey, welcome from Texas. Paul's in Texas. Jason, last name. Fake. It was the content that got it shut down. Like somebody, did it get reported? And somebody was like, ooh, we should probably... I'm going to get off of here. Have to go to church tomorrow to repent from all these... You all have to go repent. Just looked at the map. Campbell River is a short-ass river. It's like as long as your province. But like... goes from Campbell Lake to the ocean. Yeah, it's probably not as long as your province. It's not very long, but it's an actual river. I mean, really, lakes are just wide spots in rivers. When I grew up in Saskatchewan and there was a lake called Lake Diefenbaker, it was just kind of the wide spot in the river. And I get... Technically, all lakes, I think, are just kind of like wide spots in the river. So the Campbell River could actually be quite long. Oceans are just salty rivers. Yeah, man. Kind of. Or like, yeah, big, wide, salty rivers. I hear the salmon like it. It's true. They do. Lots of lakes don't have inflow or outflow. Then it's not a lake. Is it? I don't think a lake cannot have... I mean, give me a definition of lake. How would a lake not have inflow or outflow? It's just a stagnant pool of water somewhere? You want to see a river? The Hudson River is 315 miles long. You think that's a river? Back in my day, a large body of water surrounded by land. But if it's got a river coming into it and a river going out of it, it's not surrounded by land. And it's still a lake. Semantics, but still. Maybe it's fed by an underground spring or river, in which case it would still have infeed. I'm not going to argue with the Oxford Dictionary. I'm not either. I'm just saying. It's not surrounded by water. The Fraser River. Yeah, 1,375 kilometers. That's many more than your stupid Hudson. It's all about perspective. What surrounds what? Is the water surrounding the land? Or is the land surrounding the water? And does it matter? Canadian Fed's website, a sizable body of water surrounded by land and fed by rivers, springs, or local precipitation. Oh. A sizable body surrounded by land and fed by rivers, springs, or local precipitation. That would also the ocean would also qualify under that definition. Sizable body of water, surrounded by land, fed by rivers. This makes me think of the lake in an island in a lake in an island in a lake in Quebec. At least 3 lakes within a half-an-hour drive of me have no outflow. They fill with precipitation and slowly evaporate in the summer. Not lakes, according to the Canadian government. Wait. Campbell River Wikipedia page has a notable residents section. Let's get Mike on there. Can anybody just add things to Wikipedia? I don't know who is qualified to do that. Let me guess. I'm gonna Rod Brindamore. Roderick Haig Brown. That's all I got. I got 2. Precipitation. It's Sean. I love that. Precipitation is just a different kind of river. It's a river that falls in droplets from the sky. I like that. That's good. And the outflow is just it absorbing down into the ground. So it has inflow and outflow, Marv. In fact, evaporation is just outflow. Yeah, I like it. I love this show. This is a fun show. Again, don't come here to learn. Tonight we learned that these are better than they should be. Biscuit wafer chocolate tubes at the dollar store. You missed that part too, Marv. That's a good purchase, that one. Also, believe it or not, the orange creamsicle CocaCola, surprisingly good product. This is dangerous cookies. You know, is this a cookie? Here we go, defining things. Is a chocolate-filled wafer tube a cookie? Is there someone you like at the dollar store? Why do you keep going there? Because sometimes you need a dollar store thing. Sometimes you need a cheap, crappy thing that you could get for $9 at Walmart or $1 at the dollar store. And while I'm there, I look at the snack aisle, okay? Oh, bye, Paul. Paul's leaving. Won't be here next weekend, on the road to Indiana. Hey, all right. We'll see you in a couple weeks, my friend. I believe that falls under the coated biscuit category. Well, it's not coated. It's a wafer tube with chocolate in the middle. And now I'm eating another one. A rolled up cookie? It's essentially a rolled up cookie, I guess. Oh, backsies. Penel, I see backsies. Look up Glover Island in Newfoundland. There are islands in a lake on an island in a lake on a... Yeah. You're supposed to smoke it? I don't think you are. I think I could try. I call the dollar store the shit shop. It's all the shit till you need or want it. It's all shit. Oh, okay. Like I said, I don't go a lot, but if you need a cheap, crappy something, don't get it at Walmart. Pay less for it. If you're paying for cheap Chinese garbage, get it for as cheap as you can get it. Unless it involves giving Jeff Bezos money. Then don't do that. Give it to a different rich asshole. Like it fucking matters. Okay. I think we'll get her wrapped up. I'm going to possibly eat some real food instead of just chocolate-filled wafers and peanut butter pretzel bites. And then I'm going sleepy time. I don't teach tomorrow. I did, but nobody signed up. Classes are weird. Like, sometimes I can't. You're beating people away with sticks to get into your classes, and other times, nope. I don't know. Go full class, empty, canceled. Full class, empty. And it doesn't seem to matter the class either. Well, nah, I don't think we've ever had to cancel a resin class. But beginner turning was tomorrow. Since I started doing that class, I think I've only ever had to cancel one class for lack of registrations. And tomorrow's the second one. And every other class I've had at least 3 people in. And I only take 4. But then, yep, just nope, nobody. Same with Dremel carving. Like, I was going to take Dremel carving off the schedule because the first twice that I scheduled it, I didn't get any registrations. And I was like, oh, I guess nobody wants this. Nope, that's not true. The first one, I had 3 people come to. And so I kept doing it. And then I got nobody. And I was like, oh, maybe not. Maybe I already got all 3 of the people who were going to take the class. And I scheduled it one more time. And I was supposed to take 4 people for that class. And Natty had messaged me all of a sudden. She's like, can you take a 5th for that class? Because I have another lady who wants to take it. And I was like, what is going on? Yes, sure. Okay. Build a base tomorrow? No. I got to finish Gretchen's box before I can start the base. Even if the base jumps up the list because it is a transactional, it can't jump up above another transactional. One more hour. No, not tonight. Blame everything else except the instructors. I mean, I want to say that it's me. Like, I wouldn't have a problem blaming a shitty instructor, but it's always the same instructor for the classes. And then sometimes, like, there's make no difference. It's promoted the same way. It goes to the same places for registrations and everything like that. And then I'll get like 3, 3, 3, 3, none. Which honestly is fine. I kind of didn't want to teach tomorrow. I've been teaching a fair bit. I did Dremel carving class last weekend, painting class the Wednesday before that, bowl turning class the weekend before that, pen turning class the weekend before that. There's a resin class in there somewhere. Taught resin today. I was okay with not getting any registrations for tomorrow and canceling it. There's no hurry for the base. Well, the hurry is that I want a cello. The hurry for the base is not that I need to get you the base. There's no hurry for me to get a cello either. I don't even know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to make a spot for it. Don't get me wrong. But as of right now, I don't know where it's going to live. After Gretchen's box, look up Endriak Basin tomorrow. No, because that's probably some kind of bullshit definition of a lake that you're trying to justify your nonsense. You'd be doing a cello recital on the channel. Maybe. Who can even tell what this channel is anymore? Honestly. Like, yeah, I make some stuff sometimes, but like, I don't really even know what this channel is anymore. It's kind of just done a thing. Two months to make a box, so the base will be done by 2030. You know what? It'll be, I think, finish the box maybe this week. Shut up. Start the base the week after. ish. I think I'll have it done by the end of the year. I probably shouldn't finish it until I have a place to put a cello. Because I'm certainly not going to put it up in my living room and have the fucking asshole cats like demolish it. Fuck those guys. I won't lie, I love this channel. Hey, thanks, man. In time for me to go up for Thanksgiving weekend dinner. Yep, I would think so. That sounds like a pretty good idea, actually. If I gave myself a deadline target. If you finished your stool, you would have a place to put the cello where the stool was. Nope. The cello can't live straddling the hot plate in my shop. Can't wait until AI is good enough for me to prompt, go back and clip all the times Mike has said the box will be done this week. First of all, we hadn't even settled on a design for the first while. Second of all, she was supposed to tell me this week during the show that she is not here for what she wanted in terms of hinge location. Because she couldn't decide. Okay? I'm only taking partial responsibility for the delay on this box. And also, I didn't have a very good week this week, so and I could not finish this box yet, like at any point this year, and still have made more things than you this year. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. I just think it's funny. Mr. I've got a big shop full of tools and never use it. I got a Festool sander. And then he goes and rents a sander. Ooh, oh, I don't want to report. I almost accidentally reported Pinnell by accident. I also have nowhere to be for Thanksgiving dinner. Marv is going to McGill's in-laws place. McGill's in-laws place in Comox Valley for dinner. Is that open invite, Sean? I'll meet you down there with the bass. We'll do tradesy for the cello. We'll sit down. We'll have dinner. Marv will be there just to correct people about their definitions of things and start fights about what is a lake. Reporting, but he was mean to me and not a very good moderator and mean to me. I gave him a wrench and then he did fucking nothing with it. And he's mean to me. And he makes fun of me. And then he deletes people's things when they don't deserve it sometimes. Remember when you banned your brother just for fun? Oh, but is he still banned, by the way? Like, is that why I haven't seen him around? Book a flight now so I can be the one with snarky comments against Mike. You're probably due for another vacation by then. Let's see. April. You do 2 more vacations by then, just about. Anyway, let's wrap it up. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. Thank you once again for coming. Smash the buttons and whatnot. And we'll see you next week, I think. Yep. Next Friday night, I have a thing. The teachers show exhibition demo night. So I'm going to be down turning and making a mess on the floor of the shop for a few hours next Friday night. But next Saturday night, I'll be here with you guys. Bye for now. Keep on keeping on. Try to be better tomorrow than you were today.